Hello traders, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to show you how to analyze and predict the next candlestick starting from $10. Okay, so if you look at the market structure, the trend is up. The sellers break a level, this level. So the market is going down. So I'm trading in the direction of the trend. So there's a breakout structure. So that is a downtrend is about to occur. So I'm trading in the direction of the trend. The market is not good, but I want to try and take some trade. See this? This is a downtrend. Okay, the major trend, the minor trend is down. The minor trend is down. So I place put option because the minor trend is down. Okay, the minor trend is down. This is level. Okay, and there's a rejection from sellers. So sellers will enter on the next candle. So sellers entered. Okay, in the direction of the trend. This is uptrend. Okay, So I place put option in the direction of the trend. The sellers have break this low. Okay, so we have so many reversal down this area. The sellers have break this low. So and the market is going down. So the market makes some retracement and there's a rejection from sellers. So I'm expecting a seller's candle. That is why I place put option. So always trade in the direction of the trend. Okay, this is also a downtrend and a break of structure. So the candle, the price retrace and got rejection from the level. So sellers will enter. I want to trade in the direction of the trend. This is uptrend. The market has not break the low. Okay, so I'm expecting some buyers entry. Okay, so that was a winning trade. So the first trade, I trade in the direction of the trend. So if the market did not go down, that is not my concern. But I just trade in the direction of the trend according to the structure of the market. So you see that I trade here in the direction of the trend, but the market did not go down. The market did not go down. See the buyers take over. That is the problem of remarket. That is why I like trading on OTC market. If I trade like this on OTC market, the market will be better. But free market, at times, the market change direction if anything happen to the currency you are trading on. So here the market should continue to the downside, but buyers still enter the market. If it is OTC market, the trend, the market will go down. Okay, you can see very strong buyers entry. So this is uptrend, right? This is uptrend. This is a buyer's movement. We call it uptrend or bullish trend. Higher high, higher low. So the market cannot reach the higher high. It stop at this level. And this is a low. The previous support, the resistance becomes support. So this time buyers should enter, but a few buyers entry. You can see a few buyers entry. Now sellers has break the level. When sellers has break the level, the market retrace back to the level where the buyers are weak. So when they see rejection from that level, I know sellers will enter. That is why I go with sellers. Okay. So I knew that sellers will enter. You see, there's still a gap to reach the level, but because of this, I know sellers will enter. Okay, so that is why I go with sellers. But the trend, there's no momentum of sellers, so buyers took over. Okay, and I think this is the first trade I took. I think this is the first trade. The first trade I took is in the direction of the trend, nothing else. In the direction of the trend. This is a downtrend. The previous trend is up. Okay, price break this level and continue. That is higher highs and higher low. But instead of the price to continue again to the upside and break this structure high, it didn't break the structure high. It closed at this level and then the price went down. It again happened again. The price went up and went down. So the price did not reach this high and did not reach this high. So that indicates some sellers' activities. That is some sellers' trend. So sellers now are trooping in the market. So they are entering the market, and I draw a trend line according to the sellers' movement. So sellers entered from this level. This candle also reverse. That means I have to trade in the direction of the trend. Look at the lower level. Look at the lower level. The lower level is where the buyers are entering the market. So if I decided to go with sellers after this red candle, that would be a mistake. So I have to wait for the market to make some retracement. Then when the market makes some retracement, I can see a rejection. Okay, I see rejection. Also on the left side, you will see rejection on that same level. You also see reverse, rejection and reverse. Here also reverse. Also you see a rejection. So I knew the market will form a red candle from that level. Okay, though it didn't reach this line. If I should draw the area of resistance, this is how it's going to look like. So this is how I'm going to draw it. I the first line I draw, I didn't include this. The first line I draw, I didn't include this, but I draw the second line as an area of resistance. So the candle already got rejection inside the area. Also some reversals on the left side. Okay, so that is why I go with sellers here. So this is the first trade, this is the second trade, and this is the third trade, I think. So the third trade, I took this trade also in the direction of the trend. So when I'm trading in direction of the trend, I always look for the structure of the market, and break of structure. Once I confirm my trade with the break of structure, then I'll wait for a retracement. So once the price retrace back to the level where there is a break of structure, then you enter the trade. It's very simple. Okay, this is what I mean. If the structure of the market is in a downtrend, if the structure of the market is in a downtrend, downtrend move up and down, right? If the structure of the market is in a downtrend, all these are break of structure, break of structure. So what you have to do is wait for the price to return or to retrace back to the break of structure level, because this level buyers supposed to enter, no sign of buyers. So sellers break the level. Same thing, a buyer supposed to enter, no sign of buyers, sellers break the level. Buyer supposed to enter, no sign of buyers, sellers break the level. So these are break of structure, which means if the market comes to that break of structure, the sellers will enter in that level. Most of the time you will see a few buyers entry at this level, few buyers entry. So once you see a few buyers entry, that indicate the level that is a break of structure. That means that few buyers entry is where the market should reverse. Okay, this is what I mean. Let me explain. down, up, down. Okay, no, let me make it this way. Okay, so this level we expect buyer's entry, right? But buyers supposed to enter like this, but buyers entered like this. Then the market continue to the downside, which means this area is a bullish candle. This area is a bullish candle. Buyers supposed to enter like this, but no sign of buyers. Only few buyers entry here. So which means if the market retrace back to this level where the buyers entered, once it touch the green candle with the shadow, or once the candle close at that level, the market should reverse. So the market should reverse. That is exactly what happened to this trade I took. To this yes, to this trade. No, second trade. Yes, that is exactly what happened to this second trade. Look at this. We see some bias entries on this level, bias entry, but this one only one single bias entry. The market continue. So once the candle touch the body of this bias entry and they got rejection, the market should reverse for 1 minute, at least for 1 minute. That's exactly what happened here. It can reverse more than 1 minute, but in this case, it only reversed for 1 minute. Maybe because the price want to visit this major level. Okay, so that is the third trade. Now you see the market is moving down. You can see the market is moving down. Okay, see the market is moving down. Also from here, okay, from here we have level, reverse, reverse, but there's a break of structure. Look at this level where the buyers enter. Buyers enter very strongly. Buyers again enter very strongly here, but this time buyers entered only few buyers. So the market consolidates for a while around this area and then continue to the downside. When the price returned back to the level, it touched the green candle of this, touched the body of this green candle. So once the price touched the body of this green candle, that indicates sellers will enter on the next candle, at least for 1 minute. So that is why sellers entered. Look at the candle I'm talking about. If you look at this rejection, it didn't touch the candle. Okay, it only touched the wick. But I'm talking about the body. Okay, so but this wick touches the body of this green candle. That is why sellers entered. So the last trade which I took was also in the direction of the trend. Okay, last trade I took was also in the direction of the trend. This is uptrend. Okay, and we have the higher high, higher low, but the market did not attain the higher high. The market is still consolidating, but according to the previous trend, that is why I decided to go with buyers. And again, look at it. This is where the buyers are already entering the market. So there's no doubt the buyers should do not doubt the sellers will enter. Buyers will enter. Buyers must surely enter because this is area, buyers area, buyers area, buyers. So buyers area. So that is buyers area. So do not doubt that. So that is why I know buyers will enter on the next candle here because it also got rejection from the buyers area. Look at the line I also draw. Look at the line I draw. Okay. What I mean is that this is high, market retrace, only few sellers entry. But this time there's no sign of sellers. So buyers enter very strongly and break the level. Look at this doji candlestick, no sign of sellers. This doji candlestick. This doji candlestick is a bearish candle because this bearish candle, sellers are supposed to enter very strongly. What I mean is that sellers are supposed to enter like this, but only one candle form, and that candle that formed was a doji, and that doji should be a red candle. Because there's no red candle, that is why the next candle was green. So it is 100% sure that this doji is a red candle. Okay, so now you see that at the body of this doji candlestick, if you trace it to the left side, you will see that this rejection already touched the body of this doji candlestick. So that is 100% sure that the price will form a green candle. Okay, the body of the doji candlestick, if you trace it, you see that there's a rejection. The red candle has already touched it. So the buyers will enter on the next candle, just like what happened to the second trade here. Okay, just like what happened here and here and here as well. Okay, just like what happened here. Okay, so that is that. This is how you can trade in the direction of the trend. Guys, let me tell you, the only way you can stay profitable in the markets, in the binary option, is trade in the direction of the trend with one single entry. I'm not going for multiple entry like or call option. No. What I mean is that I'm not saying that if I enter a call option here, the next candle should be green. I'll only target what is happening here. That is what I'm targeting. I target what is happening here to make my decision here. Okay, I'm targeting what is happening here to make my decision. You also see that only one red candle only form around this area. One red candle form around this area. So the market will not go too far. Sellers will not go too far. So market is reversing. So what I'm saying is that if you want to trade successfully in the binary option, always trade in the direction of the trend and key level. The video I uploaded some minutes ago, some hours ago on OTC market, that is just like this, the same thing like this. There's no difference. I think most of you are complaining that I should not add the music, background music. Maybe you don't hear what I'm saying. Okay, the reason why I always use background music is that I always like to stay focused. I always like to stay focused. And if I want to stay focused, I always like to listen to music most of the time. Even when I'm playing the music, I didn't put it loudspeaker. So I I use my headset and my microphone to trade. So as I'm trading, I'm listening to the music. So it makes me to stay focused. What I mean is that there are different type of trader. Those who doesn't like to use background music when they are trading, and those who like to use background music when they are trading. So it all depends. My own fall between both of them. Both of them, at times I can decide not to use background music and stay focused when I'm trading. At times, if if maybe I am having some kind of environmental uh, distraction, I like to use music so that I won't hear what someone is telling me or talking about or discussing. So that I like to listen to music so that I'll stay concentrated to what I'm doing. Okay. So what you have to do in this kind of situation is that you have to know know your lane, know where you are good at. There are so many traders who are good in listening to music while they are trading. Okay. So this video, I see that there's no music because everything everywhere is quiet. This is early morning. Early morning. And this is I think this is uh, 6 a.m. early morning because everywhere is quiet. So last night, which I upload video on the OTC market, everywhere is noisy, so that I can't stay focused. So that's why I just decided to play the music so that I will stay focused. And also, some of the music I usually play are inspiration to inspire me to what I'm thinking about the trade in front of me. Okay, okay, guys. So this is how you can see just 4 trades from just $100. I think more than $100, just 4 trades. So you too can decide to do that, make a profit. So it's very easy. Okay, guys. See you in my next video. If you like my video, please like, share, and subscribe. One thing that will keep triggering me to make more video is when I see so many like. If someone like my video, if I see more like, more subscriber, then it will motivate me to make more videos. So just like my video, and subscribe. Okay, if you don't understand the trade which I took, or if you don't understand some of the trade, you can contact me directly. Or if you need some kind of mentorship program, you can check my contact details, because this month, by the end of this month, I'm going to conduct a mentorship program on binary option. And by the first week of December, I will conduct forex mentorship program about sniper trade entry. Okay, so if you need anything, just contact me directly. So if you like my video, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.